ROTC is Reserve Officer Training Corps. It's a 4-year program, or it could be 2 years or 3 years depending on when you join. But basically it prepares you to be an Army officer while going through college.
The ROTC program is it's a program about leadership. It's a program that prepares college students to lead soldiers in the future as Army officers.
I wanted to join because I wanted to push myself. And I knew all along I wanted to be a nurse, but I figured that my nursing skills would probably be best fit for a group of men and women who are already dedicated to something bigger than themselves.
Well, I'd always wanted to serve as an Army officer, and ROTC just seemed like the best way to do it while serving a commitment to my country. Basically, from joining ROTC, I realized that there's a lot more to the Army than most people realize. You can do pretty much anything in the Army, especially as an Army officer. So I was just kind of open more to the opportunities.
I'll tell you, being an Army officer has been extremely rewarding for me. I've been 19 years on active duty. It's the best decision that I ever made to get involved in Army ROTC.
Fire when ready.
It not only benefits you in the military, but also in your civilian career. I'm receiving training that none of my peers are experiencing, and it's going to play huge dividends down the road if I do decide to do a civilian career later on.
The officers here are phenomenal. They really are in touch with their cadets and they are very involved. They don't just sit on the sidelines.
They bring that combat experience and the real life lessons of leading soldiers in and out of combat. They bring those lessons to the cadets. The cadets anxiously or eagerly soak those lessons up, knowing that they're going to be faced with some difficult situations in the future.
All right, we're gonna move 100 meters, 12 o'clock, got it?
Roger.
All right, move out!
Moving.
So when it hit me, it was the middle of my sophomore year, and I just, made the decision to go for it. And 2-3 days later, I was working out with them, and now I'm contracted 5 months later, and it's been so exhilarating and best experience I've ever had. And when I joined ROTC, I finally found that outlet that I needed, and things were finally falling into place, and I just feel so much more confident now, and I couldn't feel more excited for what the next couple of years have in store for me.
I graduated from Lock Haven University in Pennsylvania in the ROTC program in 1994. And I learned lessons directly about leadership. The way that was taught then and still is taught in ROTC is through tactical training, attention to detail, the ability to react to a difficult situation, and those lessons have served me well throughout 19 years now on active duty.
Confidence. Confidence is very big. As you know, if you don't have confidence in the military, it's hard to succeed. That's a huge one. And just the willing to learn. If you're not willing to learn and put in the effort to be the best you can be, then you're not going to make it. You're not going to make it.
The ROTC program is not for everybody. It's not designed that way. It's for leaders. It's for high achievers in the classroom, high achievers physically. Student athlete leader is a mantra that we use sometimes. Those are the people we're looking for.
If you do ROTC, then you're just way above your peer group. You have structure, you know what hard work is, and you have people that are going to help you through.
You've signed up to live to a higher standard, and you're no longer like all the other college students who may be your buddies, but you can't do the things that they do if they have a low standard in the classroom, or a low standard of moral conduct, or a low standard of physical fitness. You can no longer be like them.
Well, starting off, you're just a student, but moving through the program, you become a leader. So starting off, I'll admit, I was probably a little lazy than I should have been, but now I'm motivated, I'm confident, I go into class, I learn. I strive to learn because, this is what they instill in us. They instill that motivation to learn and lead. So that's what you also transition into your schoolwork, and it basically becomes just a huge part of your life.
That one person that decided, maybe I'll just give it a shot, that their whole life has changed for the better, and that they have met phenomenal people and they've had phenomenal opportunities that you wouldn't have had without it.
There's no harm you can get from trying out ROTC, and if you have what it takes, then it's probably the best thing you could do.
What ROTC has done for me is given me a sense of unity and purpose, and there's nothing better than putting that uniform on and going to class and walking around campus and people looking at you because you're wearing your uniform and they're smiling at you. You don't even know these people, and that's one of the best feelings I could have.
I am very thankful for the instructor who stopped me and essentially challenged me and asked me if I had what it takes to become an Army officer.